Welcome, darling Deco Divas, to another enchanting journey into the past. Today, we're channeling the grace, charm, and refined beauty of the Regency era, drawing direct inspiration from the timeless world of Jane Austen. Whether you're a fan of Pride and Prejudice, Emma, or simply adore vintage aesthetics, this episode is tailor-made for your refined taste. Before we step into drawing rooms and candlelit parlors, be sure to subscribe, tap that like button, and share your favorite Regency decor elements in the comments below. Your support means the world and keeps our vintage-loving community thriving. So brew yourself a cup of rose tea, fluff up those floral cushions, and let's begin our tour through a Regency-inspired interior that Miss Austen herself would have adored. Regency interiors embraced a soft, airy elegance. Think gentle creams, muted greens, blush pinks, and pale blues. These hues reflected the neoclassical influences of the time, drawing from ancient Roman and Greek ideals of beauty. To bring this look into your space, consider painting your walls in delicate tones like duck egg blue or tea rose pink. These shades instantly create a serene and romantic foundation that sets the mood for vintage elegance. Add richness with gilded accents and touches of warm ivory or antique white trim. The idea is subtle opulence, not bold, brash color, but whisper-soft sophistication. Regency homes often showcased elegant wall treatments like wainscoting and decorative moldings. These not only added architectural interest but also served to elevate a room's refinement. You can recreate this by adding chair rails, picture frame molding, or even faux columns using paint or trim. These details create depth and visually elongate your walls for a more stately appearance. For added authenticity, consider a vintage-style wallpaper with delicate botanical or classical motifs, just as one might have seen in a drawing room in Bath. Furniture in Jane Austen's era was slim, elegant, and often featured delicate curves and turned legs. Think of pieces that look light and graceful rather than bulky or overstuffed. Incorporate antique or reproduction pieces like a Regency writing desk, a spindle-legged tea table, or an upholstered settee in soft damask. Each piece should whisper refinement. Opt for woods like mahogany or walnut, polished to a gentle gleam. The furniture should speak of function and beauty, perfectly suited for reading, writing, or genteel conversation. Lighting in the Regency era was soft, ambient, and usually came from candlelight or oil lamps. To echo this mood today, avoid harsh overhead lights in favor of more diffused, golden glows. Use vintage-inspired sconces, candelabras, or chandeliers with crystal or brass finishes. Layer your lighting with table lamps that have pleated or silk shades for added warmth. Candles, whether real or LED, add an enchanting glow that complements the Regency theme beautifully. Arrange them on mirrored trays or inside lanterns to reflect their light softly. Fabrics in Austen's time were feminine and flowing. Chintz, muslin, and damask were all staples. They were often printed with florals or pastoral scenes, evoking both refinement and romance. For your decor, incorporate these through drapes, upholstery, and even cushions. Light, gauzy curtains billowing in the breeze can bring a touch of cinematic Regency flair. Consider layering textures. Soft velvet throws, lace-trimmed linens, and needlepoint pillows all work together to create a tactile, lived-in elegance. No Jane Austen-inspired room is complete without a writing desk, where many heroines penned letters or mused on life. It's both symbolic and functional. Find a small antique or reproduction desk with slender legs and perhaps a few small drawers. Place it near a window, and pair it with a graceful chair, preferably with a caned or upholstered seat. Top it with a quill pen and an inkpot, a stack of old letters, and perhaps a porcelain vase of fresh flowers. Let it be your own little Regency nook. The drawing room was the heart of a Regency home, a place for conversation, music, and entertaining. You can recreate this charm in a sitting area or corner of your living room. Arrange seating in a circular or semicircular fashion to encourage intimate conversation. A vintage tea cart, a pianoforte, or a harp tucked in the corner adds authentic flair. Use symmetry wherever possible. Matching chairs or side tables on either side of a fireplace evoke the period's balanced aesthetic. Accessorizing with period-appropriate decor brings the space to life. Think of ornate hand mirrors, porcelain figurines, cameo frames, and dainty keepsake boxes. Display them on mantelpieces, dressers, and side tables, but keep arrangements airy and uncluttered. Regency decor was elegant, not excessive. Florals, real or dried, should be everywhere. Delicate arrangements in teacups or crystal vases lend a living softness to the decor. Art in the Regency era leaned toward classical themes and portraiture. Subjects were often drawn from mythology, ancient ruins, or genteel society. Hang vintage-style silhouettes or oval-framed portraits of elegant ladies and dashing gentlemen. These can be found at antique stores or printed from high-resolution scans. For more grandeur, seek prints of neoclassical statues or landscapes with Roman ruins. Keep frames gilded or wood-toned for period accuracy. Books were central to the Regency lifestyle, symbols of intellect and refinement. A cozy library corner channels the spirit of Austen's world. Install open shelves with rows of leather-bound books, and tuck in brass bookends or a globe. A vintage ladder or step stool adds charm and function. include a wingback chair, a tasseled throw, and a small side table for tea. It's a perfect place for reading persuasion on a rainy afternoon. Afternoon tea was not just a ritual, it was a Regency social event. Incorporating a tea setup adds character and historic ambience. Look for vintage teapots, floral china, and etched glass cake stands. Place these on a silver tray with lace napkins and antique teaspoons. Set your tea table near a sunny window or beside a love seat to create a daily moment of delight and elegance. Floors in Regency homes were often polished wood, covered with woven or Oriental-style rugs. Their placement helped define seating areas and added warmth. Choose rugs with traditional patterns in muted tones, think soft burgundy, sage, and cream. Fringed edges give a touch of age and refinement. If you have wooden floors, consider leaving them partially bare to show off their patina, as would have been common in Austen's time. Regency windows were typically adorned with tall, sweeping drapes. This vertical emphasis enhanced the illusion of height and grandeur. Use long, flowing panels in muslin, silk, or cotton. Tie them back with tasseled cords or vintage brooches for added flair. To soften the look further, layer with sheers underneath. This allows light to filter through while maintaining the dreamy quality of the era. Mirrors were used to reflect light and create the illusion of more space. Regency mirrors often featured ornate gilded frames and classical motifs. Hang a tall mirror above a fireplace or console table. Oval and arched shapes work particularly well for this period. Don't be afraid to lean a vintage mirror against a wall. It adds a sense of layered elegance and lived-in charm. Nature was a key influence in Regency design. Bring the outdoors in with floral prints, botanical artwork, and garden-inspired accessories. Frame vintage botanical illustrations or hang a wreath of dried lavender and roses. These subtle nods to nature reinforce the era's romanticism. You can also display herbs in tiny pots, create a floral garland over your mantel, or use pressed flowers in glass frames. don't be afraid to mix true antiques with vintage reproductions. The patina of age brings warmth and character that modern pieces often lack. Incorporate a few statement pieces, perhaps an antique armoire, a Victorian mirror, or a Georgian writing box. These heirlooms anchor your space in history. Even if your space is modern, these historic touches offer a timeless elegance that will never go out of style. Thank you, dear Deco Divas, for joining me on this journey into the refined world of Jane Austen and Regency-era charm. I hope you're leaving today with fresh ideas and a heart full of vintage inspiration. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment sharing which Regency decor element you adore most. Your thoughts and stories keep our community rich and delightful. Until next time, keep your rooms romantic, your tea warm, and your imagination forever vintage. This is Deco Diva, signing off with elegance.